Welcome to the Black American channel of the free and the brave. Now, today we're talking about finances. Not mine, not yours. Those of Congresswoman IIhan Omar up there in Minnesota. Ooh, fraud capital of the country. Now, we're going to talk about how she became a multi-millionaire on a six-figure salary in the course of 1 year. And then within the course of a few months, it's dwindled down all the way to 95K. Sounds suspicious, doesn't it? Before we get into it, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get up to 9,000 subscribers. And of course, leave your comments down in the comment section so we can have a conversation. Now let's get into it.
The fact that IIhan Omar has the audacity to tell someone that they are stupid for questioning her about her campaign and her personal finances when allegedly, apparently, she was stupid enough to tell the government she was worth 30 million when she's only worth 100K is diabolical. I know I can't tell the government I'm worth 30 million and then oopsies, it's only 100K and get away with it. So why can she?
So real quick, I know I'm reacting to an individual, a lovely Black woman here, who is saying what she's saying. Now, these things she's speaking on have been confirmed. Because, you know, once you get into office, your finances are public record. You got to submit your tax returns, things of that nature. And she had this quote unquote winery with her husband out in California. And of course, investigative journalists tracked it down. It doesn't exist. Also, her husband, quote unquote, had a consulting firm. Can't find it. Doesn't exist. So how are you able to claim $30 million when you have no business? And we all know that public office doesn't pay you that well.
But I want y'all to see why this made me so angry. I want y'all to see the freaking elitism in this woman's demeanor and behavior, who's not even a natural born citizen of the United States of America, and how she talks to our investigative journalists who are Americans just trying to ask her simple questions.
Before we get into the journalists here, I should have put more clips in this video. I might insert, but IIhan Omar, she has been on record, on video, just speaking so negatively about the countries she decided to immigrate to, and then allow her to actually become a member of a political office, which I 1,000% do not agree with. If you were not born here, you should never hold any type of office, ever. Now, let's just watch this. You see her at the elevator. The journalist right here, a white lady, she has spoken to her before, and IIhan was very smug, called her stupid. We're going to see what she says to her this time.
Congresswoman Omar, the last time I spoke to you, you said that I was stupid for asking you about your financial disclosure, but there's some discrepancies on there. Would you like to explain that? How did you make such a big mistake on it?
Absolutely, you're stupid for asking me anything.
I am?
Yes.
Well, what about the American people who are wondering how you made such a big
I have
mistake?
explained to the American people.
What's the explanation?
I have given them the explanation.
Do you want to tell our viewers? Because they're
I don't want to tell you jack shit.
Oh.
How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
Yo, okay. We see IIhan, whatever her name is, very arrogant, very smug. When you hold political office, you have to carry yourself in a certain way with professionalism. And clearly she lacks that. There's no way that you should be cursing out a journalist who you know is recording you and you know is going to put this footage out for the public to see, whether or not it be on news, it be in newspapers, any type of publications, and of course, on YouTube. And this goes beyond Miss Omar. This goes to all politicians. We've become way too casual with our speech, and we've lost professionalism. With that being said, in particular, IIhan, I don't understand how you can just go around and be so smug, like we don't see the facts. We can see it. Let's see what this lady has to say about it.
You know why Ilhan Omar is so comfortable saying you're too stupid? It's because she used to being around the Somalians all day. That's how they let her talk to them. She's used to the Somalian world over there in Minnesota, Minneapolis, wherever she's at. And they're okay with being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Being that they, allegedly, supposedly have a combined IQ of about 62, 63. But
That this is facts though. Ilhan may be the one that they exalted into a higher level because they did do an IQ average, and Somali culture has, I think, maybe 60. Was it 60 average? I got to look it up. I might input that in the screen. Average IQ. That's pretty much retarded. Let's not kid ourselves. So you also got to think, because I don't understand how she was voted into office, but the Somali community out there is so large. I believe what happened is that they rallied up, they galvanized, and they made a concerted effort to vote. And that's something that I would say most Americans don't focus on. It is voting when it's non-presidential. And that's something that we need to improve on drastically, because most of the things that affect our lives happen with local elections and with our elections for Congress people, things of that nature, our representatives. So we got to get out there and vote. Voting is coming up soon. We all need to get out there and we need to vote. And this is for everybody, red or blue, mainly red, but we all need to get out there and vote. Let's continue.
my problem is this, ma'am. You came to this country and you lived the American dream, but you managed to make everyone try to believe this country is so racist. It's just so white man centered and there's no way to get ahead. And all of a sudden you went from being worth 30 million to 100K. The problem is you really think we're stupid because you've gotten away with this behavior for so long within your Somalian community and up there in Washington, D.C. and hiding behind the Democratic Party that you really do think that the bulk of the American people are stupid.
Facts. I think she really thinks that, or I think that she thought that she was never going to get away with any of this stuff, or that she would never be questioned at all. So with that being said, we need to clamp down on things like this with politicians. There's no way if you go into political office within a few years, you're a multimillionaire, unless you legitimately have some type of business with, I can't imagine it be that easy to have a business that would make you so much money while you're in political office, because I would expect that politician to be working diligently on serving the people, not so much on their side hustles, their side businesses. Granted, they may have a spouse that may be doing business on the side, their own business, and I can respect that. But they gotta focus on what they need to do for us, and they already get paid good enough money to be able to live life. But we need to start prosecuting these politicians if they cannot show how they made this money. For example, like she said earlier, if I report I made so much money, $30 million, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, just kidding, you got me. I made 95K. The IRS is coming. Just like they need to be going for Miss Omar. They need to sift through the finances. And at this point, it's already been reported. I know they know more than we do. And we can already see the reports. I expect charges at this point. I expect charges. Now, the next clip right here, she went to a sanctuary radio station to where she is amongst individuals who are pretty much on her side, on the left, right? We got Charlamagne the God and, of course, DJ Envy. And I think they got some other lady, I can't remember because I stopped watching a while back to replace, I don't know, the Asian chick. But here she is. She's going to try to explain some of the fraud away, showing no remorse or anything like that. But let's get into it.
It's what now 230 million that has been
Yes, well, 250 is what they say.
yeah, yeah,
misuse funds meant for child nutrition.
Yeah, 230 to 250. There's been about 77 or so
75 defendants.
yeah, that have been indicted. Many of them have taken plea agreements.
That makes it. They got to make it hard for you, right? Just in general, not because you got anything to do with it.
Yeah.
But when he can point and say, "Well, this actually happened."
No, I mean it doesn't make it hard for me, but it does make it hard for, you know, the average Somali business owner.
There you go.
Man, look. First of all, the 250 million, that's only one sector of the fraud. It's estimated like 9 billion or something like that, possibly even more. And when she says it won't make it hard for her in any way, you damn lie. It is making it hard for you because they are coming and investigating you. JD Vance did a whole press conference saying that he is going to be looking into your finances and whether or not you committed immigration fraud. So what are you talking about? It's not going to affect you. There's so many times I've seen her talk like this, like when they were talking about deporting her for immigration fraud. It's like, oh, it's nothing you can do to me, nothing you can do to me. When I have another video I'm going to make where there are individuals who've done the work and can confirm that she married her brother in order to get him into the country. And then all the trash she talked about the country and about white men, she ended up marrying a white man. Like, the contradiction is crazy. The smugness is crazy. And how much she just brushes things off her shoulder like consequences cannot come to you. Man, I am going to pop a bottle and smoke a cigar if I see any type of punishment, any charges that are convicted on this woman. I am going to celebrate because I hate her attitude. She doesn't respect the country that allow her to come in and immigrate and then to hold political office. She needs to have more respect than she does.
It makes it hard for the average immigrant business owner. It makes it hard for the average Black business owner because it does create this cloud of suspicion, and you know, and obviously it's become very politicized.
Why wouldn't it become politicized? You're a politician. That's where you deal in. Like how oblivious she is blows my mind. I think she has been tying the wrap around her head so much that it's squeezing all the brain cells and neurons out of her skull. And she's got to be going to sleep at night worried, especially since there's an administration in office who will actively go and find things about her. Now, if Kamala would have won, she'll be fine. Minnesota, all that crap in Minnesota, the fraud, all the stuff going on in California probably would never have seen the light of day. Because Tim Walz, who was the damn governor of Minnesota, would have been the vice president. Oh my God. Like, can y'all imagine that? Kamala and Tim Walz, man, and the amount of fraud, and they would still be allowing immigrants to just march in the country. We would have had to pick up arms and go down there ourselves. Anyway, the border's a whole nother thing. We're going to get into this last clip where another politician is just bringing the fire. Let's go.
Headline about a certain congresswoman's not so stellar record of honesty and competence. Last year, IIhan Omar's financial disclosure revealed skyrocketing wealth. It showed a whopping net worth of up to $30 million, a 3,500% increase in wealth compared to just 2 years prior. Now she's
Wow.
trying to convince the world that she's actually only worth $95,000. Still quite a jump from 2 years ago, but in an eye-popping revision of her disclosure, Ms. Omar is saying the multi-million-dollar discrepancy was nothing more than an accounting error.
Small accounting error, was it?
And what is a multi-billion?
Sorry about that. But who believes that, guys? Who believes that? And let's just be objective here, because say I was on the left and there was, I don't know, JD Vance saying he was worth a certain amount of millions and all of a sudden it's 100K. Democrats will be all over it for fraud, right? Am I right? Am I right? Let's be honest with ourselves. So you cannot be upset that we are also upset when we see it on the other side. Granted, it should be enforced with every single person, but we're focusing on this very ungrateful immigrant politician who is lying about her finances. And it just adds more insult that she actually hates the country that allowed her asylum from the most corrupt country in the world. Go research this. I think it's maybe the second most corrupt country in the world now, but they're at the bottom of the list, right with the IQs. They don't even have a government. They're run by terrorist organizations. So for her to come from the S-hole country to the greatest country in human history, may I add, and then talk trash about it. Come on now. Don't put a target on your own back, because after you do that, you got to move perfectly. You got to move perfectly. And I just don't think you did. Waiting for these charges, waiting for these convictions. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about her? She lying about these finances? Let's be truthful about it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get up to 9,000 subscribers. And of course, leave your comments down in the comment section so we can have a conversation. This is the Black American channel of the free and the brave.